Hey everybody, I want you to stick around just for a few minutes. I have something really important that I want to share. As we approach the new year, I think that there's a lot that you should consider. First and foremost, let me say this. In everything you do, God must always come first. He is the foundation of our lives, and focusing on ourselves should never mean neglecting Him. Proverbs 3 verse 6 reminds us, in all your ways, acknowledge Him, and He will make your path straight. This means that while we focus on personal growth and well-being, we must continually seek His guidance and align our plans with His will. Now let's talk about why 2025 should be the year you focus on yourself. This isn't about being selfish. It's about prioritizing your needs so you can live purposefully and honor the gifts God has given you. Here's a question for you. Who else is putting you first if you aren't? Number 1. No one else will put you first but you. Psalm 37 verse 4 says, take delight in the Lord and He will give you the desires of your heart. God plants unique desires and goals within each of us, but it's up to us to pursue them. The truth is, people aren't often focused on their own priorities. If you don't advocate for yourself, your goals can be overlooked. Think about the coworker who always asks for help. You pour your time into their projects, but when the deadlines arrive, their work shines while yours is left behind. If you had prioritized your work first, you could have succeeded too. It's a reminder to put your goals and well-being first. With God's guidance, that way you can thrive. Ask yourself this. Are you putting others' needs ahead of your God-given purpose? 2. You need to be ahead of your goals. Proverbs 21 verse 5 teaches, the plans of the diligent lead to profit as surely as haste leads to poverty. Staying ahead of your goals requires focus and dedication. When you prioritize what matters most to you, you stay on track and build momentum towards success. Imagine a friend asks you to help plan their party the night before a big presentation. Wanting to be supportive, you stay up late and lose focus for your presentation. The next day, you stumble through it and you miss an opportunity. By putting your goals first, you ensure that you're prepared for what God has called you to do. Here's the truth. You can't pour into others if your own cup is empty. 3. You need to recharge and align with your purpose. Isaiah 40 verse 31 says, but those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. Life is demanding. And without taking time to rest and reflect, you risk burnout and losing sight of God's purpose for you. Consider this. A family member constantly leans on you for emotional support. And while you love them, you never take time for yourself. Over time, you feel drained and disconnected from your goals. Taking time to recharge isn't selfish. It's essential. When you pause to renew your strength in God, you can show up better for both yourself and others. Here's a challenge. Are you willing to step back and let God renew your strength? 4. You need to cultivate self-love. Mark 12 verse 31 reminds us to love your neighbor as yourself. Notice that loving others begins with loving yourself. Self-love isn't about vanity. It's about valuing yourself as God's creation and treating yourself with the same care and kindness you offer others. Imagine spending all your time trying to please a partner, neglecting your own hobbies, dreams, and growth. Eventually, you lose touch with who you are and feel unfulfilled. When you cultivate self-love, you honor God by taking care of the person He created you to be. This foundation allows you to pour into others from a place of abundance. Here's a question to ponder. How can you love others well if you don't love yourself first? 5. Building better boundaries. Matthew 5 verse 37 says, let your yes be yes and your no, no. Boundaries are essential for protecting your peace, time, and energy. They help you prioritize your responsibilities and avoid being overwhelmed by others' expectations. For instance, a friend frequently asks you to babysit their kids, assuming you always say yes. You want to help, but it interrupts your plans and leaves you feeling stressed. Setting healthy boundaries ensures you can be there for others without sacrificing your own needs. Boundaries honor both God's will and your well-being. Ask yourself this. Are you saying yes to others while saying no to your peace? That's good. Focusing on yourself in 2025 is about aligning your life with God's purpose and taking intentional steps to grow. It's about putting yourself in a position to thrive spiritually, emotionally, and mentally so you can better serve God and those around you. As Proverbs 4 verse 23 says, above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it. Let this be the year you protect your heart, prioritize your well-being, and step boldly into the purpose God has for your life. Remember, focusing on yourself isn't selfish. It's stewardship of the life God has given you. So here's my final question. Are you ready to prioritize yourself and let God guide you to the best version of you in 2025? Thank you. And may 2025 be a year of renewal, growth, and purpose for us all. Bye, Peachsters.